How's it going?
And I already have that.
Alright, so ours is grade 4, Canada and World Connections. The title is The Provinces, the Puzzle Pieces of Canada. And the overview is The Provinces, the Puzzle Pieces of Canada is a 4th grade social studies unit designed to expose students to the differences between the provinces within Canada. The unit focuses on provincial geography, economics, natural resources, and cultural aspects that are unique to certain areas. The purpose of this unit is to make students aware of the physical, cultural, and economic divergences that exist within the provinces. Some of the content knowledge. Declarative. The student will know and understand the location of each of the 13 regions of Canada. And the procedural for that is students will label a map of Canada, identifying each of the provinces and territories with their capital cities. Declarative, students will have to identify the physical aspects of Canada's provinces and territories and its main physical regions. And procedural, students will create a variety of Canadian physical maps identifying the major physical regions. And our essential question is, how do physical, cultural, and economic aspects of the provinces and territories contribute to the diversity of Canada? I'll just read a couple of the connections to standards. Describe the distinguishing physical features of regions within the provinces and territories. Identify how different regions are interdependent, e.g. with respect to their economies or governments. So, we're going to move into the activities.
Okay, and our initiating activity will be playing a game that I found at Play and Learn, which is a cool store. And it's called, it's a Professor Noggin's card game series. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it. But it's kind of like trivia game with big cards. And it's like there's huge print, and there's graphics on it and everything. And I found 2 games that I thought would fit in well. And one of them was about the geography of Canada, and the other one was about the history of Canada, so that would be kind of something we would play together, like to kind of get everybody's feet wet. And then as far as learning experiences go, the acquisition activities. In order for students to understand the symbols and legends that are involved in reading a map, they will be guided through the process of using an atlas, which will familiarize them with map symbols. This knowledge will aid students when labeling and reading maps for the remainder of the unit. And to learn more about some of the physical geographic aspects of Canada, students will color and create a variety of maps which identify some of the unique topographical features of the country. And to take that one step further, we had an actual activity where they would build their own topographical map using making their own Play-Doh, and then to identify different features using different color of dough to represent elevation, differences in elevation like green, orange, brown, whatever. Do you want to talk about defining?
Yeah, so some extending activities we had were, one of them was to have students research different cultural aspects of their province and have sort of like a short informal presentation just so the whole class gets to know the cultures of different provinces and the differences. Another one was to research major exports of provinces, whether it be international or even within Canada, and the natural resources that they use to make the products. And another one has to do with the physical regions, like the Canadian Shield, the Great Lakes lowlands, stuff like that. They choose one of those and write a summary about it, describing the physical, environmental, and economic features of that region that they choose. And culminating activities.
Okay, so our unit is actually called the Puzzle Pieces of Canada, and so every group will be assigned a province or a territory, and they will have to build a display or model or a graphic organizer, whatever you want to call it, similar to this. And the 7 different topics they'll have to outline are major exports, natural resources, population, land area, major centers, geography, physical features, and type of communities. Now, when every group is done, you'll be able to put these up on the wall, and you'll have an actual big map of Canada. I mean, every one of these is like a puzzle piece. And lastly is the Fast Facts booklet, which is really fun because it is fun. all about them finding out cool things that they liked about their province. And it was kind of build a pamphlet that would kind of sell your province, you know, or make it unique from the other provinces and or territories. And I'll just give you a couple examples. Alberta is the leading beekeeping and honey producing province. I didn't know that. Kind of neat. It's also home of the Calgary Flames, and they're the main Oilers, or the main rivals of the Edmonton Oilers. So I have the Flames, and I have the Oilers on the other side. And then the last one I did was on Fort McMurray. And for anybody that doesn't know, Fort McMurray is a modern-day boom town, one of Canada's fastest-growing cities, and my brother lives there.